Katrina always sends a copy of the notes she makes to her client before the reading so there is a date and time stamp on them. Her notes are becoming quite famous. Why don't we take a listen?
Cheryl. Hello, beautiful. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. I just woke up a little while ago. I work night shift.
Well, thank you for joining us. And I hope that you have, I want to let everybody see the photo of this gentleman. Let me see. I wasn't sure if you were going to come in or not. Here
Yeah,
we
I know.
go.
I
Everything's
had to
messing
get it.
up, guys.
I had to get going and learn how to do this.
Here, Here we go. These are the photos, and I want to let you know that this is the beautiful photo. Now, naturally, I was going right in. I never ask anything when you send me a photo. That's it. But the moment I went in, I'm a human being. I naturally went to the oldest person in the picture, and she spoke. But I also found that he was with her also. So you have two souls, and we got a young man in there. So I just want to let you guys know that a picture is 1,000 words, but you give me nothing. I connect with their personality, their soul, and this particular one was a twofer. They are definitely together. They're like peas in a pod. They're always together. And there's music and festivals and just everything. And who wouldn't? Because grandma, you think that she's rocking. This woman has got so much energy. She kicks him a little bit in the butt to keep him going, for example.
Yeah, yeah. I knew they were together. I had another picture that showed up in an old box, and it was her standing up, and he was like 14 years old, and she had her arm around him, and there was a orange halo all around her that didn't make any sense. When I saw that, I knew that, she
Did
was telling
anybody see me do this?
me. Yeah.
I did. I did this that moment that you was talking. I saw this over the head. So I'm hoping some people saw that while she was talking my actions.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So sorry, my throat was so thirsty.
That's fine. I got
I
my
hope you
drink
didn't hear
here.
my gulping. I'm not quite
No, I've
sure.
got my drink here too.
Cheryl,
Yes, ma'am.
could you share with the world what was your intake on my notes when I sent them to you? This is
I
our first time talking, isn't it?
I went to one of your shows in Baytown at the old Baytown Inn with my niece and my daughter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but
Thank you so much. I apologize for didn't
yeah,
recognize that,
it's it,
Cheryl.
it's been a while. The focus. I mean, my mother-in-law came through briefly, but then it focused on my niece, which it was amazing. We really enjoyed it, and then life goes on. And then my niece said, "Mom, Cheryl, you need to look her up and get a reading." I did it again, and so she sent me the stuff. So that's how we're here. Yeah,
Thank you, because I pride in that. I
yeah.
believe that I'm here for forever friends telling forever friends. And your notes, what was your
So
intake on them?
everything pretty much was right on. I started like, whoa, and started crying because, they were pretty right on. Yep. The cowboy, the
Yay, I'm so glad to
horses,
hear that because that's,
yeah.
oh my God, he has so many hats. And when I mean that, I don't mean it, well, he does in particular, but also because I meant he does so many things. It's a twofer again. He does, and that wasn't on the list. He just showed those to me. So he's coming in a big way. Grandma's over there humming, and you know what? She two steps. She I wish people could see my feet, but she moves them not really strong, but just like they're always moving, and then she gets started with her legs doing a little bit, and then her hips. So this woman starts dancing from the feet up.
Yeah. She was 95, so she was still active till she, broke her hip. So yeah. And they had a connection,
Wow.
like
Well,
you can
this
see in the picture.
the first, yes, I did, but I saw it in this picture, them being in front of me, and I'm not sure, but is that your mother, his
Yes.
grandmother?
Yes.
Did she, did she wear white shoulders?
Did
The
she what?
perfume?
Oh, I'm not sure.
White shoulders. I swear it smells familiar to me, and I've smelled white shoulders before, and it just smells familiar. So that's why I'm naming out white shoulders. So it is an older she smells so good. And
Yeah.
she always dresses nice, and and this is interesting. She showed me her shoes that are tied, like she
Oh, yeah.
wore tied shoes.
Yeah, she wore a certain kind of shoes that, like orthopedic. She called them granny shoes, and they did tie. Yeah.
She showed them being tied, not slip-ons or nothing like that. They were
No.
being tied, and in
Yeah.
particular was brown. But she also, it's an awesome picture, and she said it doesn't do them justice of the photo that you sent over, and that connection that they have. And I'm supposed to tell you that your son, the first chance he had grandma sit on a whoopee cushion.
As you can see, he was always joking with her, and she'd just laugh her head off, like putting that hat on or doing tricks, Yeah, that makes sense.
It's true. It's true.
Oh
And
my God.
I want to let you know that she said that her mom, which would be your grandmother, your grandfather, and her sister are in heaven.
Yeah, she lost a sister she was 3 years old. Scarlet fever, I think it was. Yeah, way back. She always talked about her.
Wow. She said that we're all here. So she's full of energy and she can't keep herself still. And the next part that I love the most, and that was the part that I knew that the gentleman was also in heaven, is because she said, and she was answering you, she says, of course I was there. You bet your bippy I was there.
Yeah, she had a lot of old sayings, that we made fun of, but stuck with us. It sounds like her, yes. Whatchamacallit, she would,
It's
the old
answering your
jalopy.
questions. Yes. I love the whatchamacallits, the little thing. She just showed me something very special, and I got a feeling that you might have it. It looks like special spoons, like but wait a minute. But it looks like it's more like a cheese knife, but I feel like it's something small at the size of like those spoons that people would get when you go traveling and collect them, for each state. But this
Uh-huh.
seems to be like a cheese cutter or a small knife she's showing me. Maybe a letter opener.
Yeah, we've got quite a few little trinkets of hers. I haven't looked at them lately, but yeah. My sister lived with her
Well, I think
her,
that one might be worth some money.
okay. Yeah, I'll ask my sister because she's the
It's like
one.
the business size
Yeah.
that holds on to those things. She also now she's roller skating too. This is very interesting. It's the kind with the lights on. I feel like it goes back to when she met her love.
Well,
They used to go roller skating.
a long time ago, I think.
Your dad?
Yeah, they met. The story. She went out with his brother first or something, and then I don't remember her roller skating, but I did for a long time. But I don't remember her mentioning it, but maybe she remembers me.
She's roller skating. Did you meet
I'm sorry.
Cheryl? Are you with the guy, or did you meet your guy roller skating?
No.
Okay, I got it. She said she met a guy roller skating, so I don't know what to say. I'm just stating what she stated, and I can't
Yeah.
wait till you find out and talk to your
Right.
sister.
Right.
Someone might find it because there's an abstract next to it, so I know it has to have some kind of meaning. And the next thing is she said that she's there with him, and he stepped up and he said, "And I want to let you know, this man got a smile that is just, yeah." You know, do you remember those? What is it? They were two cops that was on motorcycles, and
Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch, wasn't it?
No, the Starsky and Hutch was in the red. I'm talking about. It's a motorcycle. I don't know why I'm forgetting what it is, but Pancho.
Oh,
Pancho.
yeah, Poncherella. Yeah,
yeah. Style. You know what I mean? Thank you. I knew I was gonna. I'm terrible with names, guys,
no.
but I knew that it wasn't Starsky and Hutch is in the red. Like he's got a smile that just lights up the room. It still is, and he is just still. This man is a little bit of everything. I really do. He just shows me. He says, "Tell everyone I'm okay." I definitely hear a motorcycle, but not a motorcycle like a leisure one. I feel like it's more like with speed. I feel like it has something that has speed to it.
Yeah, he had a motorcycle. He called it the crotch rocket. Yeah, he loved motorcycles.
And I see green around him.
It was
when I
green.
Now I wrote down the colors because yes, I see. He loves green, and I saw green balloons. But he also showed me fireworks because I saw fireworks and red to me came twice. So I put down January and July. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, his favorite color was lime green, and at his celebration we had balloons. And what was the last thing you said?
That fireworks. I saw red, and red I had fireworks. July and January, those both have red.
He was born in July and he was killed in January. Yep.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Cheryl. Yeah. And once again, look at the theme here, guys. This isn't just loved ones that are crossing over. Each one has had some things that happen to them, and either it's recent, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep my son from being in that category. You know, we have video. It was a long rifle that was pointed at my 17-year-old son's head from across the street, and I got video of it. And somewhere along the line, I'm getting that same bump. He got bumped.
Yes, ma'am. He was shot in the head. Yeah.
He shows me still around. Do you know, Cheryl, your son gave body parts to others?
Yes.
He was a donor.
I wasn't sure. I went by a conversation we had a long time ago that we talked about it when my mom died, and he goes, you know, you want to be a donor? He goes, oh yes, I want somebody to have my big beautiful eyes one day. And I went by that conversation to tell them at the hospital because he was on life support. And I said, yes, let's do it. Well, after they registered, they came back and the girl was so happy. She said, Mom, you'll be happy to know he had already registered himself. So yes, he was a donor. And in fact, this week I just got a letter that the donor family of his heart wrote me a letter. I haven't
Oh my
opened it yet. I'm not ready, but I have it. I just got it this week. So that makes me feel like it was successful,
It
So
was
yeah,
successful, and he
yeah.
knows everything that is around. And this is interesting, Cheryl, because I believe that the person that you are going to get this letter and realize that it on the whole world that you stay, you have not opened it yet. So what I'm about to tell you is going to be kind of like these little notes, because he told me that he was able to make a whole family continue. So this woman or gentleman that somewhere, I feel like there's a female in here that has so I don't know if they have a little girl or a little boy, but I feel a female energy is attached to this letter that you're about to open. And I hope that shares with you. You'll have to get
Wow.
back with me.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know who was the recipient
No.
without saying the name? Okay.
No, only thing I remember is they told me at the hospital because he did have a honor walk and that we were waiting for that, and they said that the team of surgeons were coming down from Dallas. So the coordinator kind of said he thought the heart was going up by Dallas, and that's all I know.
Beautiful. And when you open those up, those are the things that could not be in any way that I could see before.
Right.
It would be him.
Right.
That's the beauty. So I can't wait to hear from that. And I want to let you know that he said to tell everyone that he's in no pain. It was one of the biggest words that I had there, because he also showed me there's a vision that I have, and I know that he felt, you guys were wondering if he could feel his hands, and you guys holding his hands. And I feel like his last moments was a hand being held by him. And you're there, and there's another woman with her hair shorter, not like mine, a little bit longer than mine, but closer to the face. And I feel like there's a two-tone coloring to her hair, and she's closer to like the left side of his foot. And because I'm looking out at, so I feel like the vision of her being there. And there's this little girl, or not little girl, but I feel like a little girl, yeah, but she looks older than a little girl, but she just feels like a little girl to me. And she's got glasses, and he's holding her hand, and then he gives her a big old kiss on her forehead before
he gave him
leaves.
a kiss. That's my daughter who has Down syndrome.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that we were able to do this, because he wants you to know.
I have a picture of her giving him a kiss on the forehead, and they were buddies. They were buddies.
He was right there, because she's been, and I think that she feels him, and that she needs to know that is him being around. And when she feels like something is heavy on her legs, it's because he's sitting in her lap trying to get her attention by going up and down like this. Like pony
right
ride.
here saying, "This me, that's me. I got his bracelet on."
Hi, how are you doing? You are being noticed.
Fine, how are you?
And your bracelet has to do with your brother, doesn't it?
Yep. It's my friend Diana. She made this for me, and it's for my brother.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is so awesome. I love being a part of what I get to do, because they are so with you. And please know that when he gives you a hug and you feel it, it's real. And if you show me, does she have a fluffy pillow on her bed that kind of resembles of maybe an animal or a stuffed animal, but yet it's a pillow?
Yeah, she has it, but actually I think I have it out in the laundry.
Don't you love what we get to do? I love it, because heaven is real. And this fella also showed me that he was involved in every sport.
Oh my God.
My brother loves every sport there is. And
oh my gosh. Yeah. She does Special Olympics, and the athletes all loved him. He just got along with them, and yes, he went to all her sports. Yeah.
Do you get little men that look like him in cutouts or some? I'm seeing these little cutouts, and it kind of looks like little men or
You are amazing. When he grew up, he also played all the sports, and when they took pictures, I would always order that picture statue. So at his
Oh, yes,
celebration,
the statue. Yes, I wasn't even thinking of duh.
I brought them all up there at the yeah
That's so
display.
nice. I want to let you know that they were all around. And he says there's something about a lantern. Did somebody put a lantern up in the sky?
Yeah, we did. Oh my God. My other daughter, yeah, we did do that. We did in our own backyard, by ourselves. We set
You,
and put in, yeah.
no, Cheryl, you weren't by yourself because he was with you. I just love it. And I want to let you know that he is chosen. There's this bird. I'm seeing a bird. And I know that I would say, like another girl said, I saw that it was in flight. This one is like actually on your shoulder. Does anyone have a bird?
I mean, we have 2 cockatiels and a parrot, but I've been seeing a whole lot of cardinals. But just the other day, last week, I was in the backyard doing the grass because he always did it. And something went and hit me right here, and I went, "Oh my God, what is this?" And I'm doing like this, and it didn't come off, and I went like this again, and then I saw it, and it was a big, large, looked like a butterfly. And then it went off and it stayed around me, and then I thought, oh my gosh, that must be Mikey. And I just beat him off my shoulder.
You did not. But now I see you in blue. He tells me blue is one of your favorite colors. So I believe that you were wearing blue when this butterfly was on, because I saw blue when you were talking this vision of occurring. And I also am seeing some stones, like soft rocks outside that need to be placed in a row. I feel like they're out everywhere, and you're talking about this got to get done.
Him and my other, I call her stepdaughter, put out some old rocks that I had in the backyard, and when I came home, they had put it out in the front for landscaping a few years ago. And I was out there. I always go out there, clean it up, and they still look awesome. But it's probably
He's
what
around.
he's talking about. Yeah, well, I know he is. I feel him.
And you were talking about writing or painting something on one of those rocks for him. I hope that makes sense. Or did you do it?
No, not on a rock. I plan on redoing his picnic table he made. He used to make picnic tables, and it needs to be refurnished. So that's my plan. I've got the stuff to do that. So okay. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Nope, it isn't. What I'm seeing is a rock or something that's round. Did somebody just get him a memorial that might, or do you have like a lawn ornament that you have put out that is roundish that would be like?
I have. It's not homemade, but I have a it looks like a little face of a monster man that looks like a stone that I have out there where we were talking about the landscaping.
Okay, thank you, because I knew that I saw something different in there, and I had to stick with that, and that's exactly what I saw.
Like and a gremlin-looking person, yeah.
But I felt like it was that rock, and it had some. Yeah. But he said he wants you all to know. He says that he loves you, Mom, and he wouldn't have changed anything that day. I don't know why he's saying that, but I'm supposed to tell you that.
Okay. Yeah. We will be going to trial, and I'm not sure all what happened. There were several people there. they're only charging one person, and I'm not sure that's the person, you know. Um,
Okay, I want to let you know this is so interesting, and I can't say anything on trial. I'm finding out that I'm a witness too, and I'm just learning. They don't tell you crap. You're literally dead in the
oh, yeah,
water.
right.
You're dead in the water, guys. That's the hardest part of not knowing exactly where to go. And the only thing they tell me, well, call 911. Well, we all know what that does. I
Yeah.
want to let you know this is interesting because he shows me, and I feel it is two female energies. So I don't know. There's two female energies that are behind this person that would be shorter than your son. He's standing next to him and he looks shorter than your son. And when I look at him, his hair is darker, but has a little bit of darker blondes, golden dishwater blonde mix in there. I'm trying to share, but and I don't feel like he's scruffy. I kind of feel like he can't, grow, but those are the ones that he's bringing to me that are, he's pointing his finger at.
Okay. It happened that a person that has that description, it was at his house, and he had my son's car and he wouldn't give it back, is what the confrontation was about. But when he went over there to get it with another person, there was more people there, including one that lives right around the corner from us, that caused the confrontation, and someone had a gun. And
Man,
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, I know. I really, I'm reaching out, and I want to tell you, I hope you reach out. The trauma's real, and I had to literally have faith in all of the heavens. I turned my back and I walked away, and he could have just did me in right then. And I never breathed. So even though I got away, I know that feeling. And now I understand why he said that he wouldn't have changed a thing, because he was doing the right thing. And I'm doing the right thing. I was there helping a woman, that's getting beaten in the middle of a public road. He did right. So now all I can say to you, when I have done a lot of these kind in private, that has to do with murders or missing people, and that I got to go back to Angela, because Malaya, one of them was Malaya Davis, one of the 5-year-olds that was missing. The only proof I got is a text message and sending to Rhodey. She did contact me. She told me that she had was cut up in little pieces. And what did we find a couple of days later? And my date is 2 days, or it was prior to it being shown that she was found in ran over her bag. So I can't confirm, and no police officer wants to talk to or be public with a medium, but I do reach out. And since you said that the person that I had described, which is what he showed me, and fits the description that that is involved, I trust heaven 100%. And unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be a cutthroat case. I think that this is going to be right on. And unfortunately, I hope that and I'm talking to you as a mom, okay? I'm talking to you as a mom, and he's bringing this to you too. But somehow, some way, I don't think that the justice is going to come out, and he doesn't want you to worry, because he is already with you. And I know that that's what drives us as a family, is to do it for their name and to give justice to our loved one. But he's good and he's in heaven, and he doesn't want you to have to deal with that. So when you go through this, I hope that you don't need for him in any way. And I know you're a mom and you could say, oh, rest in hell, that's not going to happen. But I share. I'm sharing to you what he's saying to me, okay? He's
He knows
in a good place.
everybody
Yeah.
involved is out free. They arrested the one, but he got out on bond. And, I'm not even sure if he was guilty because he had the gun, but I don't think he was with Mikey before they went over there as a friend. I think it might have been accidental discharge, but I don't know.
This is interesting. Without saying nothing, are you aware of the make of the gun that was in this incident? Because I feel like it's like a revolver.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Revolvers are not easy to go off, guys. That's the reason why I carry mine, and that's the reason why Rhodey carries hers. And you know what? If I walked out on the last week with mine, I would have lost this battle. You guys, I would hope that people would have cried for me. I'm not quite sure, and that I'm not trying to laugh about it, but I got a lot of emotions just like you. He showed me that, and I can tell you those aren't easy to go off. It was intentional.
Well, the thing about it was he was going to get his car from one person, but my neighbor around the corner was there also, and they said he started in between them a confrontation about some tools, and started.
He's a smoker. He's a chain smoker. The one that you're talking about is a chain smoker, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can see that, but he started to attack my son. And when they told me there was a wrench, I thought, no. My son would not let anybody get him with the wrench. There's no way. And so the guy that was with him, that went with him, and the one that had the gun in his hand, I'm thinking that Mikey gave him the gun before they walked up there, thinking there may be a confrontation. And when the neighbor guy started getting Mikey, detective said that the guy that was with him, Adam, started to pistol whip the person, my neighbor, to get him off Mikey and the gun discharged. That's a possibility, but they are trying to get him for murder, Nobody called.
Pistol whipping doesn't put the cock, the whatever they call it, doesn't cock it. It doesn't make it go off. You literally could drop one. I mean, you got to have it cocked open for any kind of accidental. So it was either already pre-cocked or bullshit. That's all that I'm just telling you as Katrina, your son is showing me I got to stick with what I see. There was no accident here. It was intentional, Cheryl. I got to stick with heaven. I know, and I feel like you already know this, and he's giving you this information, and I know what the cops are telling you because I've been there. I trust heaven. I would not have known all those. And the whole world could have said, oh, she had 4 or 5 different types of guns to choose from. But he kept giving me the exact thing over and over. And in a situation that has to do with a future decision, my heart's for you, Cheryl. But I know that he is in heaven. He's been around each and every moment of when your loved ones are talking. He said it on these papers. He's with grandma. Oh my goodness, girl. This is so cute. Your son, because if they were doing TikTok, but they weren't doing TikTok when he left, but TikTok right now, he's got grandma dressed up with yo, and he's dressed up too. And it looks like to me when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that's exactly what I feel like they're singing, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I believe it. He was so full of, sense of humor, and, he was a good person.
So,
he had his, yeah.
Angela, my heart's going out to you, and I got several forever friends that when I'm about to tell you this and he says it, no matter what happens, he promises you karma will take over. And I have
It
had,
has to.
yes. So he
Yeah,
got this no matter who
many
walks,
ends
what
to
goes on.
Yeah.
Swear.
And that's what I'm going by, because the guy that had his car needs to have karma. The guy who was beating him up needs to have karma. But
Is the car black?
yes, ma'am.
I just
The-
saw the sleek lining of it. It's a very nice black car, and I feel like it has the
it's
aerodynamic sedan.
it was dark green. No, well, it
It
was a
looked-
old it was a Ford Explorer. It was dark green, but he had bought his favorite car, an SRT red one that he was driving around. So he let that guy use. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make myself look better, but when you looked at his dark green car at a night angle, would it look like it was black?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
that's
or-
all I want. Okay, because I see it with it being in dusk, and that's just what it looked like to me. I'm not trying to get you to validate me, but want to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Keep me updated. You got my business card that gives you a direct line to me. And if you know of anyone that could use my services, Cheryl, I would hope that you would think of me. You're my forever friend. Thank you so much for sharing such a beautiful soul with me. And please know that justice I don't think is coming from the system, but it will be coming from heaven for sure. And I know your necklace means everything because you've been holding on to it and holding on to it. And I feel like he gave it to you.
He did. I haven't taken it off, but one time about a year ago, he goes, "Mom, where's your necklace?" He actually didn't buy it. He found it.
Those are the best.
It's a little, yes.
He
I mean,
loves
I
you.
haven't
And
taken
he
it
says,
off.
as he's going out, and I'm going to say goodbye because I believe you're going to go too, but he's going to get a head start. When you guys go out to the mountains on your trip, he's already going out there. So you already got that. You've been talking about going to, I don't know, like Colorado or Tennessee or something, but I'm seeing the mountains, and he's going to go.
Tennessee. My mom and sister live there. Yeah.
Girl, this is real. So I hope that you have an uplift, a little bit of knowing
Ooh,
the
yeah.
crap you're going to hear, but know that heaven's going to take care of you. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to our channel, comment, share it out where you can, and thanks so much for watching.